They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the UTEP Miners, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Miners offense will get first crack at it here. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Tough sliding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. The Miners line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The Longhorns offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. They're led by a sensational signal caller. And Jesse, one thing every elite quarterback knows is where to find the weak spot in the secondary. And there might be a few of them there.
Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who he's going to be trying to pick on. They knew coming into this game this was going to be the matchup they want to take advantage of. Now, David, the defense and their coordinator are going to have to find creative ways to help out this cornerback and use safety coverage over the top, some zone, to try and get him as many doubles as they can. But you can't double cover all game long. This guy's going to be on an island from time to time, and you know that's when the quarterback's going to go after.
And I was about to say, dude, I'm not giving you that opportunity. I'm not putting him on an island. I'm going to use zone coverages. I'm going to try to hide him as much as I can. You see this all the time. You know you're at a deficiency. How do you mask it? How do you hide it? If he goes one-on-one on an island, that's a bad job calling defense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
To the air, it's Manning. Got his man. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Great place to start for this offense. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. He breaks a tackle. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
Gotta love how this defense started the football game. They forced the punt on the first drive. First play now, come out, set the tone. Great run defense, forcing a negative play and putting their defense in a good spot.
Here comes the option. Inside the 35. Oh, a lot of space. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here, trusting your core.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough in this offense try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Snags it quickly on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
A 3-yard pickup gets it out to the 28. It's 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Manning. Swings it out to his running back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Lofts one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their wide open spaces. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They boot it away on 4th down. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. End off from the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Leaves it with the running back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Longhorns' first season in the SEC was a rousing success and so close to even more with a late loss to Ohio State. Steve Sarkisian and the Horns have the expectations right where they want them.
You said expectations. Has there ever been more hype around a quarterback in Arch Manning since, I don't know, Tim Tebow? People are expecting so much out of this young quarterback. If he hits the ceiling, David, this is going to be a really tough team to beat.
And he showed you flashes a year ago when he filled in for Quinn Ewers, and I think those flashes were so great. And then Texas, man, this is a program that's on the rise. The last couple years, making it to the Final Four in the sport, they're ready to take that next step.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Longhorns are on the move. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. That's the end of the quarter, and UTEP has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll run it from the gun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here we go. Back to pass. Here's a heat. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Touchdown, Longhorns! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rushes on him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
He'll ride his man on the option. Running into the open space. There he goes. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Backed up now, here's second and long. They go to the ground. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the quarterback does exactly what he's supposed to do. You got to get rid of that football quick, get it to your wide receiver, and sometimes just before you catch those screens, you just bring those eyes down a little bit.
He's got it and more than enough for a 1st down.
4th down, I drop back. I'm going to throw a ball to my receiver and let him make a play, and boy, does he ever make a play and stay in bounds to get the huge 4th down conversion.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run the option. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll try to run for it. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Fires to the big fella. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Reads it, fires complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
The Longhorns need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the option. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Miners are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. To throw, it's Nelson. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Odom. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. Takes it the other way. Able to stay on his feet and get the ball to the 21-yard line.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Texas!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff from the gun. There he goes! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Running. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Give to the back. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Flips it out to the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
UTEP has the ball in the offense, ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it, throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Taylor.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
The Miners are in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the back. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
On the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Got room to work. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Setting up the screen. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. And the Miners come to the line with a new set of downs. Taylor has it. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. On the option. Touchdown, UTEP. Great job by the back on the option. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been pumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Off play action on first down. Now improvising. At the 35, he's open.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Unloads quickly. Across the 10. Open space at the 25. Touchdown Longhorns! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They tackle a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Mountain West this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Air Force was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Falcons performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Mountain West.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Throwing on the run. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Miners now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Off the play fake. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice 1st down sack.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Now on the option. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. The option look. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to...
Oh, he's got some space. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. They're setting up the screen. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the...
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the 4th quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Trying to make magic on the scramble. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Nelson. Quick completion on the out route. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Got his man out of the backfield. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Pressure coming. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the grab on the left. Knocked down at the 6, but that completion will set up a 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to...
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. They still need a touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the 4th. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground.
Turning on the Jets. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback takes a knee. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.